Okay, the schoolboy. This is a chapter from your main textbook. It's a poem by William Blake. William Blake was a very famous poet. You must have read a lot of writings by him. He is mostly known for two collections of poetry, Songs of Innocence and Songs of Experience. This is a part from Songs of Innocence, where he talks about the carefree life of a schoolboy and how he feels depressed because he has to stay in the classroom and he cannot go out and experience the pastoral beauty of the outside world. Okay, so let us begin the poem. I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company. So, just like a bird which rises, that means the birds rise every morning just with the sun, before the sun even they rise. Similarly, the schoolboy also likes to rise very early in the morning, and he likes to rise in the summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. That means very early in the morning, and in that time the distant huntsman, that means the huntsman who is hunting at a distance, he blows, no, Roshni, those only which are given in the book. Just concentrate on that. Okay. The distant huntsman winds his horn. Okay. He blows his horn. Horn is an instrument which he blows. And the skylark sings with me. Skylark is a bird. And just with the skylark, he also sings. Oh, what sweet company. So he loves the company of nature. He loves to be in the lap of nature and to enjoy himself in the natural bliss of early sunlight. But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. But in a summer morning, now remember, this is a story about England. This is a poem on England, obviously, and for them summer season is a very happy season. Unlike us, we enjoy winter much more, okay, because we can bear the heat at least. During summer we all feel so much, that means exhausted all the time because of the excessive sweating and the hot temperatures outside. But for them summer season is a joyful season. Okay, so to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. That means it takes away the happiness from our life. Under a cruel eye outworn, the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. Little ones refer to the little students. Okay, so under a cruel eye outworn, that means under the cruel eye of the teacher. Because of under that gaze, that specific stare, all of us get outworn, all of us get exhausted, wearied because of it. And the little ones spend the day, little ones meaning the students, they spend the day how? In sighing and dismay. Sighing means letting out sighs all the time. Okay, like, why am I in this classroom? I should be outside playing in the field, like that. Always sighing, always taking out deep breaths, disappointing breaths obviously, and dismay. Dismay means hopelessness. They are feeling very sad. Then at times, how much time is left for our class, because we will be discussing punctuation and capital letters also. Let this be the stanza which we are going to do. 11 minutes is left. Okay. Then at times I drooping sit and spend many an anxious hour, nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower. Okay. Bower means the shelter. Worn through with the dreary shower. Okay, so then at times I drooping sit. Drooping sit means I sit in a drooping manner, in a stooping manner. I am not sitting in a straight manner. I am sitting in a drooping manner and spend many an anxious hour. I feel very anxious. Nor in my book can I take delight. I cannot take delight even in reading a good book. Nor sit in learning's bower. Look at the picture which is given. Just underneath the tree he is sitting. He is talking about the bower, means the shelter under the tree, which is worn through the dreary shower. The shower means the shower of rain which has happened. So the tree has worn through the shower and I am sitting there. Okay. I think we can stop over here and we can do the grammar portion that I told you that we will do. Let us leave 2 stanzas and yes, I am going to tell you everything. Just let us leave it at this point today, and next day I am going to discuss this again. Yeah, so punctuations are used to mark pauses in any sentences. At first we learnt about full stop. This portion you can see. Full stop has, as I told you, a few different usages. It can be used after the end of a sentence. It is used with abbreviation. It is used with some kind of decimal numbers. For all these purposes we can use full stop. The next punctuation mark is question mark. Or you can say mark of interrogation. It is used at the end of any interrogative sentence. It is used at the end of any interrogative sentence. Okay. Direct sentences, question tag sentences, for both the cases we can use question mark. Next come to the exclamation mark, mark of exclamation. Mark of exclamation, we all know it is used for exclamatory sentences. It is used at the end of an exclamatory sentence, okay, and to express any kind of sudden. Can you see the entire board, everybody? You can see it? Yes, you can see, I think. Yeah, mark of exclamation means after any kind of exclamatory sentence, that is, which express any kind of sudden emotion, right? Next come to, yes, you are right, inverted commas. The next is inverted commas. They can be double inverted commas, they can be single inverted commas, okay. They are enclosed to talk about the exact words of a speaker. Inverted commas are used to quote the exact words of a speaker. They have many other usages as well. We use it mostly in the direct speech. Then also to enclose a quotation which is used commonly, right. Then sometimes they are also used for enclosing the titles of any books, of any films or magazines, okay. For that also sometimes we use the inverted commas. Now come to apostrophe. Apostrophe also has a specific use. The most common use of apostrophe is in the possessive case of the noun, okay. For the possessive case of the noun we use apostrophe, like Rita's book, Gagan's computer, apostrophe S, we use it. For many other purposes also we use apostrophe. Suppose we are writing cannot and we are shortening it using an apostrophe can't, or say didn't or don't. All of them use apostrophe to shorten the actual word, okay. So apostrophe is also as important. Next come to capital letters. Lower part is not visible, okay. I have not written anything, I have just written apostrophe. Capital letters are used for many purposes. For beginning the first word of a sentence we use the capital letter. Then for a poem, if we are talking about a poem, each line, even though the previous line does not end with a full stop, each line shall begin with a capital letter. For proper nouns we use capital letters, okay. Some other punctuation marks are comma, then colon. Comma is used to separate more than two words in a sentence, to separate phrases and clauses in a sentence. Then colon, regarding exam, but I will say it after the, okay, fine, Andrila. Comma is there, colon is there, dash is there, they are also important. Comma is used to mark a pause in a sentence, any kind of pause in a sentence. It is used to separate two words in a sentence. Then it is also used to separate phrases and clauses in a sentence. Okay. Then next is colon. This this is a colon and this is a semicolon. Okay. Colon and semicolon. First of all, colon is used to introduce any kind of quotation, like the principal said, then you give a colon and you begin the quotation or the exact words. Okay. Next, colon is used to introduce any kind of list. Okay. The list of anything, if you want to introduce it, that means a geometry kit contains, then you give a colon and then you start writing the name, scale, comma, compass, like this you will write. Okay, that means to talk about a list of something. Semicolon's work is something more than a comma. It is also used to mark a pause in a sentence when two clauses are also separated by using semicolon. Semicolon is not included here. Next is dash. Dash is used to mark a break in the sentence, and hyphen is used between two numbers or in the formation of some compound words like semicolon and comma. Semicolon is used for separating sentences or parts of a sentence. It cannot be used for separating words. Okay. So, that is the difference. Semicolon works, that means it is not included here. I will give you an example of where you can use semicolon. Okay. In the next class, I will give you the example. But comma can be used in a sentence itself to separate words or phrases. Right? Okay. So, today I am going to end the class here, and whatever confusion you have, you can ask me now. Our class time is over.